creeping up the overall standings. He's been as low as 36th. He's gained 24 spots from there. Now sits in 12th. Yellow Hosta is next to him, and Pat Vellner on the right side. All of these guys trying to punch into the top 10.
But Yellow Hosta in the top 10, and between these two superstars, this rookie could take the heat between them three.
We are underway with that 400-meter run. Mentioned Pat Vellner right now 9th place, so trying to keep himself in the top 10, but he's had an up and down competition so far. 2 27th place finishes, but then 3 6th place finishes.
Colton Mertens on the outside just won the previous test. This will be a tough one for him.
Spencer Panchik in front of Pat Vellner.
Fastest run paces we've seen for athletes who have set the time to beat is right around 1:14 to 1:15.
Bailey Martin is the man in the white shorts behind Vellner as Spencer Panchik leads that group of athletes back into the Coliseum here. And now the 12-bar muscle ups, and it's Vellner, Panchik, and Bailey Martin, followed by Yellow Hosta. And now here comes Justin Medeiros, Sam Cornway, and Colton Mertens. Moritz Fiebig also on the bar muscle ups.
Bit more of a conservative pace. The fastest split, 1:19. Sometimes that can happen when you get stuck in a pack. I mean, you'll see it at the Olympics in the mile of who's going to go first, who's going to pace the group. And if you don't really know what your run pace is just by feel, you can lose a couple seconds out there.
That's Spencer Panchik and Bailey Martin, and now here comes everybody else, except for Colton Mertens. Now Mertens is done. The 34 total reps in this opening round. Scoring hat on the top of your screen. We'll have the leader's name on the far left, and the number in the white box next to the man's name will indicate how many repetitions he has completed. The number in the white box next to everybody else will indicate how many reps they are behind.
The time to beat time split, 2:32.
Members of Spencer Panchik's family looking on here. Spencer coming in 13th place overall. Now Bailey Martin's doing the first man off. Now here comes Pat Vellner, followed by Spencer Panchik, Sam Cornway, and Justin Medeiros. Yellow Hosta and Colton Mertens is off. Bailey Martin, 14th place with 296 total points. His best finish was a 3rd in the inverted medley. That closed out Thursday night, the opening day of competition.
Now let's look at Bailey Martin's background. Soccer player, volleyball player, long jump, and rugby. This is an athlete, and this is an athlete who likes to do things that hurt. You don't play these sports just for fun, and that's the type of athlete you need to be to get ahead of the pace.
Well, rubbing is racing, and Yellow Hosta just gave a little shoulder to Bailey Martin to get in front of both Martin and Vellner. And here comes the rookie out of Belgium as he leads the way back into the Alliant Energy Center for round number 2 of the bar muscle ups and dumbbell snatches. So it's Hosta, Vellner, and Bailey Martin.
Well, Hosta needs to run fast just because his size is not going to be advantageous to the muscle ups. His cycle rate is just going to be slower because he's longer. His dumbbell snatches are just going to take longer because of the range of motion that he has, so it has to come down to the run.
47 reps, that's the score they're trying to hit before they go back to the dumbbell, the 50-pound, 22-kilo dumbbell for 21 reps. And Vellner and Hosta are now tied. Hosta, Vellner, and Martin are all even. Sam Cornway creeping up as well, and now it's the three of them. Vellner, Hosta, and Martin at the same time, followed by Cornway. Justin Medeiros, the former two-time fittest man on earth, but the defending fittest man on earth, is now getting to the dumbbell. In seventh place, Moritz Fiebig is the only man left on the bar muscle ups. You can see him in the background in the blue shorts. He's now moving to the dumbbell. 8 minutes, 5.63 seconds is the score to beat, and it belongs to Will Morad from the prior heat.
Time split for Morad is 5:17.
Hand in the air for Pat Vellner. He's about a half rep ahead, I think, of Yellow Hosta. The man on the right. And Vellner's off first, followed closely by Bailey Martin and Yellow Hosta. Here come Cornway and Colton Mertens. And now Spencer Panchik is done. And Justin Medeiros. Vellner out front. Yellow Hosta right behind him as the two of them have started to separate from Bailey Martin.
Now this section is actually slightly uphill, that little turn on the backside.
Vellner still in the lead, final 400-meter run. This is where Hosta made the pass on the last circuit, and there he goes, trying to catch Medeiros again, and Hosta's going to do it.
And what he's doing, he's riding the downhill. On the backside of this 400, it's downhill into the Coliseum.
Hosta and Vellner back to the pull-up bar at about the same time. Vellner picking up the chalk. I thought maybe the way he was bending down that the old hamstring went there, but
that if we were running, Sean,
well,
if we were running.
Now Vellner, I believe, was faster on this portion in the prior round than Hosta.
Vellner was 2 seconds faster than Hosta was on the 12-bar muscle-ups, but they were about dead even on the snatches.
81, that's the mark they're looking to hit before they go to the final set of dumbbell snatches, and Hosta and Vellner are just 3 reps away from that. So this one's going to come down to the dumbbell. Vellner off first. Hosta right behind him. Vellner right to work. 102, that's what they got to get to close out this test. Bailey Martin is in third, followed by Sam Cornway. Cornway at the bottom of your screen. There goes Colton Mertens at the top. With the fight for first in the middle of your screen. Pat Vellner in the blue shorts and yellow Hosta. Now dead center. 10 reps remain for Pat Vellner. Vellner, judge's hand is in the air. He is almost done. Final reps for Pat Vellner. Death, taxes, and a Pat Vellner comeback. You know it's going to happen. And Pat Vellner just won his heat, followed by Bailey Martin and Yellow Hosta. And here comes Colton Mertens. That is huge for Colton.
Big finish for Mertens.
Now Vellner did win his heat, but right now 4th place in the test, 8:16.52 seconds, and Justin Medeiros is in 7th place in the heat right now, ahead of Moritz Fiebig. And Medeiros is in. Justin Medeiros will take 7th place in the heat. Only 11 seconds separate him from Spencer Panchik, who finished 6th. Panchik right now 14th in the test. Medeiros 22nd. And we still have 1 heat to go. But Pat Vellner, who's used to digging himself a hole and then coming back in dramatic fashion, he's going to like that result, but we still have 1 heat remaining.
Things get a little chippy out here on the run course. And pretty much of a dead heat between Bailey Martin, Pat Vellner, and yellow Holston, but Holston makes a pass here. Just squeaks inside. But then when it came down to it, Bellner would cycle the dumbbell a little bit quicker. Holston makes the pass on the last run. But then once they came in, it was all Patty V. If you haven't heard a Pat Bellner cheer in the Coliseum, you're missing out.